Good morning, welcome in for another video with myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. It is currently 10 to 4 in the morning on a Monday. You know what you want after a weekend, is it? And there is our lovely trailer for this morning. And there she is, the Nemesis, home for the next night or two. Do the vehicle checks, make sure everything is all road legal for me. Make sure we've got good tyre tread on all the tyres. No damage to the AdBlue tank, no damage to the cables, and same for the diesel tank. I will be honest with you, that was an absolute pain in the backside to move, but I'm just too lazy to move the trailer in front because there's enough space for the unit to get in and I can still drive out, no problems. Next up is using the straps to get this load nice and safe. That's one done. And even though they probably weigh less than a ton in weight, we still need to make sure they're all strapped and nice and secured. So if there's any harsh breakings or any movements, we don't want them coming off these little pallets and then causing any damage to the curtain. Most of all, a nice safe load, that's what we're looking for. Now load is all secure, time to hit the road. But at the same time, I need to try and get past this little sneaky trailer. For today's little journey, we've got 2 drops down over in Ipswich, 206 miles away. And I'm looking at about 5-hour drive with traffic, etc. added onto that. One of the good bonuses about starting so early, this is hardly any traffic on the road, literally only a couple of cars and a couple of trucks. So traffic is not an issue right now. However, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll let you know in 2 hours time when it's 7 o'clock going past Birmingham. There's going to be a car park again. Oh dear. And I need to get some fuel on the way down as well, so it looks like I'm going to be stopping off at Knutsford services. Even though they can take a while to get served, because it's quite long queues, you can get a Gregson's and only 1 or 2 people on a till at a time, so it's not really their fault. And it is a busy petrol station as well. But I've got half a tank, and the pumps themselves do fill up really, really quick there. So that's one of the bonuses of that place. just got past Birmingham now, and there is very heavy traffic around the region on the M6, and it's currently 7:15. I've still got 115 miles to go. To get there, I'm just going straight down the M6 until I come to the A14, and then following the A14 past Kettering, all the way down, and then I think it's the A11 around the Cambridge area, and then heading up towards Ipswich after that. So I've got 2 drops in total for today, which is quite good. Over. And so far I'm not doing too bad timing wise. I've got 2 hours and 30 left on tacho for driving, and to get there I'm looking at 10 to 10, and yeah, about 3 hours just under, of 2.5 to 3 hours driving in total. That's including a little bit more traffic what might come across up ahead. So I was trying to give myself about 20 minutes extra added on for traffic, etc. from the ETM sat-nav. So I will need to take a break to make sure I have at least 15-minute work time break before the 6 hours is up, so that's 10 o'clock. And then I'll probably take 30 minutes as well at the same time, so I'll do 45 in total. So that'll cover the working time and driving time directives. I'll probably do that on the A14 a little bit later on. Give it another hour and a half or so before I take a break, I reckon. I'll try and move over. It's pretty slow this one. Don't know why it's only doing 43 miles per hour. 38 miles per hour now. My word, come on buddy. Get off the phone. See your hand waving around like you're arguing with somebody. Still making really good timing as I'm coming down the A14. However, because this is a new part of the A14 where I am now, it joins straight down to the M11. I do believe off the top of my head near Cambridge. On a sat nav, it doesn't recognise it still. So this is a few years old, and I've not updated my sat nav for God knows when, which I should really do it, to be fair. And this is currently telling me that I'm driving through a field, so I'm just relying on the signs at the moment to follow for the A14 so we'll get to Cambridge, and then I'm going to stick on there. I just need to make sure I don't go down the M11 because that will then throw me off into the wrong direction, so I've got to keep my wits about me for a little bit driving down here. According to sat nav, I've got 1 hour and 10 minute driving until I get there, and I've got 1 minute and 8, so 1 hour and 8 minutes driving time on the tacho. So instead of just trying to hit it in one go all the way down there, there's no point, because as soon as I get there I won't be able to drive, I won't be able to do anything if I need any manoeuvres or change bays. So in the next, say, half hour, 40 minutes, I'm going to try and find somewhere nice that I can pull over, take my break, and then continue the rest of the journey after the breaks have been done. So then when I've got to the destination of the first client, I can then move around or do what I need to do without worrying about taking a break. So it's about planning ahead, really. It looks really miserable at the moment, doesn't it? When I say miserable, it's just really cloudy. Really cloudy. I can't see any of the sky, it's just dark and grey. Quick little stop off at Boxworth Services near Cambridge, just off the A14. Got about 40 minutes or so before I get to my destination. Been a long drive so far this morning. I've got 1 mile and a quarter left. I'm just coming off the A14, junction 43. First time visiting this place. Did Google map it earlier, but it looks quite a big distribution centre maybe, or it could be a quite big yard anyway. Google Maps can sometimes be a little bit off, can't they? So it might tell you in this like massive yard, but you're next door to it. Oh, actually, I think that's the business right in front that I'm actually delivering to. I'm not too sure how to actually get to it though, that's the problem. It does a lot of really big buildings, doesn't it? See it just behind the trees. British Sugar. I'm not too sure if that's the actual way in. I think it might be. Go to the postcode and the address, it's about a mile away. Maybe that's their main plant, and they might have a little bit of a warehouse around the corner as well. I believe it's part of Silver Spoon Sugars. Try saying that fast. Sugar Factory and Visitors, there we go. That's for me. British Sugar, next right. Half a mile up ahead, so should be okay. And the Sugar Factory over this way. Should be up here on the right hand side. What's the chances of that? No HGVs, this one, next one. So there's a big sugar factory here on the right hand side, and on the left hand side I've just gone past a big dentist. I'll probably go into the stores, to be honest with you, because I don't think there's any food related items I've got on. Go straight down onto the weighbridge. Make sure I get nice and lined up. I've got to try and find the stores now. You know, stores, canteen, contractors over here. little bit of a tight one now to try and get back onto the weighbridge. So I'm taking it as far left as I can, so I can swing it around nicely where the rear axle and trailer will line up. So when I straighten up, they'll just follow nicely. Job number 2 looks a little bit awkward, to say the least, to get to from where I am. Instead of going down the A roads, I might have to be going down some B roads, unfortunately. And the business itself is just off the A11, but I can't get to the A11 from where I am now using the A14 because Slick Road doesn't really want to take you that way by the looks of the sat nav. So I might have to jump on a little bit of B road until I can get further up and then jump onto the A11. Right, so it's down this way. 16 miles in total, and looking about a half-hour drive to get there, so it's not all that too bad. Ah, there we go. Got a weight limit. Alternative route A134. That's the one I need to go to. So that's why I can't directly get there in a truck. Oh, actually, is it that 3-4 there? I think it might be. No, same go this way. I'm using a truck sat nav as well, so it should pick up on any weight limit bridges. Right, so that's left there, so I can't go left, which is okay. So I'm going straight up the A134. And 1 mile, coming off taking the first junction, and then I think that might be on the B road. Sat nav's taking me there. I don't know if there is a weight limit if I go straight up. But when I was looking at sat nav earlier, if I followed this road, it should join straight onto the A11. I'm not too sure of any low bridges though, it might be up ahead. So far so good, and it's always a good sign when you see a truck coming from the opposite direction. So normally, it's a good thumbs up, should be okay. Still got trucks coming down, so that's a good sign. I hope. I hope. Watch now, there's going to be a business on the right hand side, like an industry estate. They'd all been delivering to and coming out of there, our farm. I'm going straight towards like a low bridge or something. I'm sure there would have been a weight limit or low bridge sign by now, saying like in a mile ahead or something. But sat nav is not liking it at the moment. It's still wanting me to try and turn around. Now, if there was no other trucks coming down here, I'd probably believe the sat nav. But because there is a lot of trucks coming up and down here, I'm kind of thinking it's okay to go straight down here. Otherwise, I'm going through little farming roads, little back routes. I don't fancy getting stuck somewhere quite narrow where we don't know where I'm going. Stick to the big roads. We've got the RAF Barnum on the left hand side, and there's loads of pig farms around here as well. Just off camera back there as well, there was a dead deer on the side of the road. The poor Bambi's been knocked over. Look how huge it was. Thetford now, if that's how you pronounce it. Could be completely wrong in pronunciation. I do like to butcher names. Sat-nav's still trying to turn me around. I've gone past quite a few weight limits on left and right. Nothing saying about in front. So far so good, and it's still saying all routes straight up. Yeah, that's good for the A134. Weight limit there to the right. Sat-nav's trying to tell me to turn around here again for like the 15th time. There was a sign back as well, quite a few miles back, saying alternative routes for heavy goods vehicles, straight on. And there's a couple of trucks in front as well. Yes, we should be alright. Should be in a keyword. Who knows? Seems to be some more roadworks up ahead. Looks a nice little town, this, to be fair. I really like these old style buildings as well, with like cobblestones. Look really nice. They've got a bit of character to the building, don't they? And if you get around this corner, it should join up to the A14 then, or M11, oh sorry, A11. A14's going to be on the way back, isn't it? Alright then, moment of truth. I've got a bit of a police incident, I think. Yeah, I'm okay to go straight ahead, good. It's 11:45 now. Just arrived at the final job. Over by Ipswich. There's only 2 pallets to come off here, so it should be on and off nice and easy. Now let's park on the grid, the fella said. Off it goes. That's what you want, isn't it? Nice and easy. Straight off, no messing about. Done for less than 5 minutes. Taking them both off. Could have dropped them there, so it's probably like 2.5 minutes as well. That's including taking the straps off. I'm not using my little gadget today because there's only 4 straps, so it takes about a minute or 2 anyway, just wrapping them up. Oh, I have to do one side of the curtains. I'm in no rush at the moment. I have, however, got a collection that's been added on to me on the way back. I'm not too sure where it's collecting from or where it's going to at the moment, so I'll check that very shortly when I get into the cab. Put postcode in, see if it's actual for today or is it tomorrow morning collection to take directly to the client, which normally is the case, and I prefer it that way as well because I don't like having stock on the back of the trailer, regardless whether it's paper towels or something else what is not worth stealing, because we never carry any high value goods anyway, but it's just gives you that little bit more of a restless night, doesn't it? Because you're always on alert just in case. Same if you're ever sleeping late, but you're always on alert for fuel theft. It just becomes like second nature, doesn't it? Just keeping an eye out for it. So just got to fold that in half a little bit and give it a tight little roll. And you just pretty much just roll it around like so, nice and easy. The collection from where I am at the moment is 29 miles and I'm looking at about 1 hour drive, and it's just up by King's Lynn. And if you're wondering whereabouts King's Lynn is in the UK, it's just over there. Back onto the A134 now. Driving through a nice little forest at the moment. It's quite a nice little bit of scenery. Just try and look what that is there on the left hand side. I think it's an old power station. Ah, it is as well. Bedford power station. I do like driving through roads like this though. It's just nice and scenic, isn't it? It will be a completely different feeling though if it was at 10 o'clock at night. That is for sure. Driving through a little village now called Munford, and it is literally out in the sticks. I can't get a signal on the phone. I can't get a signal for Spotify, can't get a signal for the radio. It's just dead peaceful though at the same time. I'm just relaxed, just driving down here, forgetting about the world. Nice big straight open road though, that's what you want. Still got 22 miles to go as well. I'm due to get there for about 1 o'clock at the moment. So about another 40 minutes or so. If it's roads like this, I don't mind it, it's alright. Nice and peaceful. As long as the wheels are in motion, that's all that matters. Got to keep them moving, haven't you? And I think the business is right ahead actually. I'm collecting from it, it's alright. Postcode took me straight there. Nice big yard by the looks of it. That's what you want. Alright, timed that well, didn't I? Because when I came, the yard has just been emptied, so it's quite a tight one as well. So as you can see, that's the entrance coming in. We turn, come around, and then go out there, do a bit of a U-turn. It's going around. Spoke to the guy, got myself booked in, get loaded up, 24 pallets, then off I go. It's just hit 1:30 and now order collections have been completed. However, I've just put it into the sat nav to get back to the yard, and it's 178 miles, and I'm due to get there at 10 to 6. 1:30 at the moment. You're looking just over 4 and a bit hours, but however, the way the sat nav's actually trying to route me, because I'm over here at King's Lynn, it's trying to take me up the A1, I think that might be, past Doncaster, up towards Leeds, and then back down. I was actually expecting to be cutting across, jumping onto like the A14 around Peterborough area, coming across towards Birmingham, and then cutting right through Birmingham or going up the M1. It's weird, isn't it, when you think about it? It's quicker to go all the way up to Leeds and then cut across and then come back down than what it is to cut across and then go back up. I'm going to Google Map it to see which way is the best way. Very tight one there to try and get past. This is the way I thought I would have been planned originally, to go straight through Peterborough, towards Leicester, up the M1, towards Derby, cutting across towards Stoke, and then straight up the M6. And I am going to go this way because I can stop at the services by Kiel or at Donington, depends what time I get there for. And believe it or not, it is actually quicker, according to Google Maps, to go all the way up to Leeds and then cutting across, and then the way I've just shown you. But however, it's about 7 or 8 minutes difference and about 6 miles longer going the way I am. So I'm gonna go the way I am because there's more stops. And it all depends on how far I can get back is on my driving time that I've got here on the tackle, 2 hours and 11 minutes. And because I've already had 15 minutes earlier on, I only need to take another 30-minute break to extend my driving time by at least another hour. So after I've taken that, when 2.5 hours are up, that will give me the final total for the day of how much I can drive. So in total, at the moment, I've got 181 miles to go until I'm back at our yard. The delivery point for tomorrow morning is going to be in Wigan, so roughly 190 miles to get to Wigan anyway from where I am now. Let's go jump onto the A47 and then just follow that down towards Peterborough. It's all nice clear roads, it should be good for me. Hopefully I'll be able to get some nuts for tonight. Moment of truth though, let's see what it's actually like. The A47, oh look at that, nice and clear. That's what we want, don't we? Been driving about 2 and a bit hours now, and feels like I've got about 8 hours left to go. Looking at the sat-nav, the sat-nav is currently saying just under 3 hours left to go if I was to go back to the yard. However, I've only got 2 hours and 20 minutes left to go driving time. I'm trying to weigh up really where to stop tonight, whether it's worth stopping at Donington services. I don't really want to, because last time I stayed there we had that gang who came onto the car park and started using an angle grinder. You know, as you do, you just that's how big the balls are on some of the thieves these days. Literally 2 o'clock in the morning, angle grinder on containers in a service station car park. How brazen do you have to be, honestly? Absolutely ridiculous. So I don't really want to stay there, even though I've got nothing of value worth robbing. So the back door will probably be open. But again, you got your fuel you have to worry about, make sure that doesn't get stolen as well. So I don't want any damage happening to either the truck or the trailer. And I'm currently on the A47 at the moment. I've had quite a few delays really. I say delays, a little bit of setback, shall I say, not massive delays, due to farm traffic. I've been stuck behind, I can't even remember how many I counted. There's been that many, I lost count. Of tractors, harvesters. I mean, you can't really blame the guys, can you? Because at the end of the day, they've got a job to do. But when they're only doing 35 miles per hour on a 60 road, and I can't really overtake, it just adds a little bit of more delay, doesn't it, for myself, unfortunately. Is what it is. Time is currently 4:15. So I've been in for 12 and a bit hours now. Start to feel it a little bit, but I've got a can of Relentless there in the fridge, nice and cold for me, so I'll crack that open shortly, I think. Not had a coffee since about 10 o'clock this morning when I ran out. Nice big windy roads, I always keep you on your guard, don't they, these type of roads. So I'm glad I'm driving on these roads and not like a motorway all the way for 3 or 4 hours. It's just mind numbing, isn't it, when you're on a motorway? At least these type of roads, I'm looking up ahead, is the traffic lights, road works. You have to, when do I start slowing down? Like now, for an example, coming up towards these lights. That's it. I want to keep the truck moving as much as I can. So I see some traffic lights in the distance, I'm just going to start anticipating. Right, they're going to be changing to red, so I'll just ease off the brake that little bit, or the accelerator. So then I start cruising towards the lights, and then just speed up a little bit as you know it's not going to be changing. And then if it does change up in the distance, just slow it down that a little bit, and hopefully by the time you get there it changes back, and then you just carry on cruising nice and easy. I think I'm on the outskirts of Leicester at the moment. I think I'm coming up to like the ring road, Leicester, and then I can jump onto the M1 North then. by the time I get to Donington, because I'm not going to be on the M1 that long, to be fair, it's only a couple of junctions. Leicester to Donington, probably about 3 or 4 junctions, I think. So by the time I get to there, I'll weigh it up whether it's worth pulling over for the night or carrying on the journey. And the main principle I'm thinking about is it's an 8 AM delivery. So I've got a plan what time I'm going to be getting up to get on the road to make it there for 8 o'clock. You've got quite a bit of traffic as well you need to take into consideration. So currently at the moment it's about 2.5 hours away. So in my head at the moment I'm thinking getting up 5 o'clock, leave for 5:30 to get there for 8. I'm going to take up a little bit of the left hand lane as well because it's a little bit of a tight right turn this. So I've got my right indicator on, but I'm taking up a little bit of the left lane as well. Pretty much just following them markings what were on the floor. If you've got any questions about ACV driving or about the vlogs in general, let me know down below in comments. I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. And I'd like to say a big thank you as well for all the subscribers to the channel. Really do appreciate all the support. Right then, just pulled up over at Donington Park Services. Don't really want to, being honest with you, but I haven't really got much option, have I? It's currently 5:20. I could work technically until 7 o'clock, but I don't really want to do a 15-hour day, and I've got an hour and a half left of driving time, and I can't risk trying to get to Keele, because from now and then it'll be about an hour driving, and if it's heavy traffic I might be stuck on a lay-by. So at least here there is a little bit of security, not much, but I'm hoping it'll be all right, better than last time I stayed here. But that was like a year and a half ago, so it's got to have got better since then, hasn't it? Hasn't it? And I'm keeping the back door open because nothing is worth valuable on there. So hopefully if they do come thieves, they go have a look at it and go, right, okay, it's not worth stealing because the back door's open. They're probably won't even look twice, but it just saves curtains getting sliced open. I never knew this bit was here at the back of the service station. Got like a little pond around there, one there as well, and the service station is just literally there as well. Learn something new every day, don't you? I was speaking to one of the other drivers as well when I was in WH Smith's, and I was asking him if he stayed here recently, and he said, yeah, I've been here about 7 or 8 times in the last few months. I was like, has anything ever happened to you? Luckily not. So hopefully they've sorted the crime issue out over at Donington Park Services since last time I was here, about probably a year ago now, if not a little bit longer. Oh, I nearly forgot. Big head, little body. So make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow's video to see if anything happens. Touch wood and nothing does happen tonight, and I have a nice good night's sleep as well. I'm going waking up about 5 o'clock in the morning to continue the journey, be on the road for 5:30 hopefully anyway. So I am going to leave the video there for now, so thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Really do appreciate all the support, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care, bye for now.